Okay, with the release of the gameplay trailer of Ananta, it is very exciting to see, but this is very groundbreaking when it comes to the idea of gacha games in general. The idea of gacha games are basically non existent now. Now, I say that, but there's always going to be gacha games, but a lot of companies now, like Duet Night Abyss's game studio and now Ananta, are not doing gotcha like revenue streams. They are doing like streams of what most people would agree with when it comes to paying for something in the game. People don't like DLC, but if people have the option to pay $1 or two for some sweet new skins, people are more likely to do that. And I'm glad that more studios are realizing that it's better to just give you skins in the game. This is exciting to see a lot of the things in the trailer that you actually have a lot to do. And I mean, like, this is like a world that is like livable. There's stuff to do into whatever you want in the world, and I find that very exciting. I've always told my friends that if GTA 6 was animized, whatever, if there was a GTA anime and the violence was toned down a tiny little bit, right, just a tiny bit for the anime game, it would be probably one of the most perfect games of all time. And there is something that Anata is doing that completely beats GTA 5, and that is even teenagers are allowed to legally pay for it and buy it. Yes, a teenager is allowed to play Anata. Now, of course, that means you can't go too deep into the dating system and whatnot, but I mean, that's why we always have, let's just say, good animators out there who always go towards the dark side. So you don't have to worry about too much of those interactions. And we also have AI too. And I know a lot of people don't like AI, but I mean, like, come on, we got AI for a reason now. I like the idea of switching between characters, and it now looks like most characters, or all characters, will be playable. And I like that feature a lot because, I mean, the captain, or the main character, looks very nice, but maybe sometimes I want to be the police officer. And it does show that you can be a police officer. I wonder if you do have free will in the game, and even the police officers can be bad, or the police officers have to be, well, you know, disciplined and not doing the crazy things. But, I don't know. That's just me just thinking right now. With the release of this trailer, I have realized that making a gotcha game channel in the year 2025 was a mistake. But now I'm going to have to be making a gotcha game channel slash, I don't know, very popular MMOs. Actually, that does bring a good question. Duet Night Abyss and now Ananta, since Ananta's not doing any gacha systems, what would they be called? Because I mean, I guess for the instance of Ananta, I mean Ananta's gonna have multiplayer eventually, but like, what is the definition of Duet Night Abyss and like gacha? And no, not gacha. Sorry, Ananta. When gacha is not a thing, are they just MMOs? Are they single player games? Like, what do we call them? I don't know. There is one major problem that comes to Anata that I am very worried about, and this comes with every Chinese, or basically any game that is server based. Will Anata be server based for the single player game? This is what worries me because Anata needs to have the best servers if it's going to be server based. I mean, already we have around almost 11 million pre-registrations. Now, you can't think that every pre-registration is actually going to be a person, but let's just say every person is. That means 11 million people so far are most likely going to be playing day one. Now, there's factors that need to be put in, like some people are going to be asleep, some people are going to be, game ended, some people are going to be X, Y, and Z, sick, in bed, maybe giving birth. I don't know. But if this is going to be a server based game, we need the best servers because I will be a no-name person, right? I only have like 100,000 like views in total, 100,000 subscribers in totals with like maybe close to 100,000 views. Let me humble myself and not get distraught by just the numbers. I'm sorry. But regardless, that is the thing. We need the best servers. If this is going to be a server-based game like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, where you have to connect to servers, then this is a very important thing for you to actually be able to play it because you need the best servers. Granted, this is also going to be launched globally too. So you're going to have to worry about global servers and connections for X, Y, and Z. And I know there's certain rules like, in America, you can't like transfer data to a foreign country, but there's like some backdoors and whatnot, some loopholes and yada yada. I know Europe is very strict when it comes to their content that is provided to companies and the X, Y, and Z. But basically, the main thing you have to worry about is that if it's going to be a client based game, this needs to have the best launch ever and be able to run millions of people at once.